Alright. Okay. Oh, it is recording. Sorry, I'm now using my camera, which didn't make sense. I'm not on bed, it's not shaking, it's a lot better, so that's good. Didn't expect it, because I haven't used this camera in a while, to not have a little timer thing in the corner of the screen. Third one could have been sooner, or a little bit more on time. Been a tad bit distracted with work and work. Because, well, I've been playing a bit more of that Civilization game, so that's been getting in the way. But I actually started finishing the game, so despite how I did buy Civilization 5 and all its DLCs, because it was on sale, that's started again, but I'm sure I'll get past that anytime soon. But I have been trying to use that as like an idea on how development would work over years. Despite being a simulation sort of game, I think they call it 4X's for Explore, Exterminate, I can't remember. It's that kind of game apparently. I've had a lot of fun with it, my brother has, but I'm looking at it in a different way, to use as a sort of progression of science and civilization, as a sort of way to look at how I can use that in relation to my project. I mentioned that it would be first a guy with, well, I've already mentioned it, a guy with an arm blaster. It's too heavy for him, so he has some kind of exoskeleton to help him pick it up. That kind of stage of development I'm looking for in Civilization in my spare time. Meanwhile, unfortunately, I did start doing a little bit of the blog post research for my exoskeleton stuff and prosthetics. Haven't finished that though, because suddenly it dawned on me a lot of things, such as I've got a little bit of work to do on the previous project, because apparently I wasn't even supposed to start this project without getting it through my tutors and getting the okay from them that, oh, the last project's all done, you can move on. So I'm quickly typing up a bunch of religious stuff for my last project, because it is about the penguin religion, the penguin Bible. So that is something which I am currently doing. What was it? It was mainly religion origin. Why do people for religion? What would happen if the world just had no religion anymore? What would happen if the penguins went to the real world and abandoned their religion, or found out terrible secrets? Now, I did watch a movie recently. A lot of people may have heard of it. It's incredibly funny, yet smart, yet crude. Called Sausage Party. I think that was Adult Swim. It was Seth Rogen, and it was about sentient food. So if anyone's seen that terrible movie Food Fight, then it's like that, but a lot more crude. It's got a better story. Still has plenty of celebrity names in it, but it's about sentient foods that think that they're going to be picked by these big gods. They're taken from the supermarket to the heavens. They've been chosen by the rapture, so it's all very religious for them. They have a song, how they want to bone when they get out. It's a really good analogy, I suppose, on... Sorry for the squeaking, that's it's the stool I'm sitting on. Drum stool, it could be a lot quieter. So that's something I'm going to do some research for that as well. Something else that was on top of that was, I didn't talk about this much in any of my other blogs, but it exists on the internet. It's another Wix website blog, but it's a college one. We all took polls on what the colours would be and what it would be called, and the logo. So it came out weird. It's grey and pink or magenta, and it's called Dan Needs a Job blog, which was a running joke at the time in in our course, a guy called Dan. He owed some people money, he needs to get a job, and we named it after him, and he was going to do some blog posts for it, which he only did 1 or 2 for, and everyone else, well, I was picked as one of the editors for it for film reviews, and a lot of other people for other stuff. However, everyone else kind of ditched it because they had other stuff to work on, such as, excuse me, getting UCAS forms ready because they're going off to university or taking a gap year or maybe doing an apprenticeship. And they've got their own projects to work on as well as their own lives. I don't have that much of a social life, and I'm usually very good at doing last minute stuff or something along those lines. So, because I really didn't want this website, this blog, just to fall into disarray and become completely dead, I at least kept my portion, the film reviews, going. It wasn't just film reviews, it was film-based blog posts or something to do with film. And I've just been doing non-stop scheduling posts and stuff. Lots of scheduling, actually. It's always at 11. I've got a series about adaptations between different mediums. We're very far into it, actually. I'll link to it, but it would be really nice if people looked at it. I'm going to link it. I'm going to talk to my tutors, see if I can get permission just to have the blog website, because clearly no one else is doing anything with it. So, since I'm the only person who puts anything on there, I'm going to ask if I can just have it, link it back to my my own website, change the name, put up a new page on this website about the history and how it might have changed if anybody had noticed. But it's a good website. It is. It's got a lot of good stuff. Shame we couldn't have more though. So I did notice that, oh no, I'm running out of time. I better get another blog post written and schedule it. What's even worse is, this adaptation series I put up 2 to 1 posts per weekend. Mostly 2, because I've been trying to do it. I don't know, it doesn't matter about the pattern. And on Wednesdays, something that's unrelated to it, because the adaptation series is supposed to be something much bigger, and I wanted to break up the monotony with something completely different. I've just finished a massive binge watch and review of every single Pokemon movie. Just because 22 weeks ago, or something shorter than that, probably 11 weeks maybe, I thought, hey, Pokemon looks pretty fun, I'll look into it again. Some of the movies are really good, some of them are pretty terrible. So I thought I'll review all of them. And it was hard, very hard, because a lot of them are really bad. Well, not really bad, but I'd say the worst, some of the worst would be, I think the first worst Pokemon movie would be, why am I saying this? This is completely unrelated. Pokemon Rangers and the Temple of the Sea. That was awful in my opinion. Top 2 has to be either the most recent Pokemon I Choose You, because it has the most character development in Ash Ketchum out of all of the movies, or just the best, the most character development in a character out of all the movies. And the same thing goes with the first movie, Mewtwo Strikes Back. So it's just the first and last, and maybe Mewtwo Returns, which is the spin-off movie from Mewtwo Strikes Back. I'm going to stop there because it's completely unrelated, but it's work I've been working on. It's something that's held back slightly. What else has there been? 2 days ago, I was in Cambridge for the day. I was with my elder sister, who went to the Anglo Ruskin, which is where I'm going. So she was like, "Oh yeah, I'll show you around a bit," and as well as we went around Cambridge, visited Yo Sushi. It was a lot of fun, completely irrelevant to what the project I'm working on is about, but I was keeping an eye out, trying to find anything that could be remotely related to what I do. Nothing. Which sucked. Probably should have looked up if there was any places there that I could have looked at, but no. Couldn't find anything really. The one thing which I saw, which has only a tiny thing, is I saw a guy in a wheelchair with one leg. That's it. Nothing else that I could really relate to plasma weapons or prosthetics or exoskeletons. Just so for this project, a little bit pointless, but that's a reason that I didn't really get a day of work in. So there's that. What I'm planning to do is I'm going to blast through what I need to for the last project, all the stuff that I need to do, the Sausage Party review and the correlation between that and the project that I was working on with the Penguin Religion. As always, I always link my website into the description, and through that there's also a Tumblr page with a bunch of blogs. The one you'd want to be looking for is, I think it's just called T4, which is my 4th Tumblr, because it was my 4th term in college for that particular course. So that's where all that stuff is in. So that's where you can find the Penguin Bible stuff. That's where you could find the currently being updated religious-based posts. I could talk a bit about that, but I think this particular vlog series is supposed to be a bit more focused on my final major project. Although something which I am planning to do is I'm going to do some research into places in New York that I could see if I can visit that do prosthetics and exoskeletons, robotics, maybe some lab science. I don't know. I doubt I'll be able to even find any way in if there is such a place. I'll probably say, no, I can't really let you in. I'll have to look it up. But I think there's a science museum which we plan to visit when we go to New York in March. So I'll bring a camera with me, of course, and I'll see what I can find there. Something else I was planning of doing is, in between doing research, I'm also going to, because I want to get as much time into this as possible, make the designs, all the designs that are necessary for my project visuals now. So I'll work on what kind of person I want to do it, based on, I kept thinking a sort of M. Bison or big Street Fighter muscle orientated kind of character, just built like a brick house. It's just all, yeah, it's just all fat arms and abs and whatnot, that kind of thing. So I'll just have a massive bloke who's, yeah, now I say it out loud, for one, it's not going to be as realistic as what I'm basing all of this on, research-wise. But, then again, if he's too strong, or too strong-looking, if he tries to pick up the weapon thing, it's just not going to work. So I'm going to look into how to draw proper people. No, I could just find pictures. I don't think it's very necessary that I need to start looking into how to draw these kind of people, but I'll look into body types and I'll choose what body type I want. But I want something that's just regular person, you know, really nice, good condition bloke. And then I'll draw up some signs of how I'm going to draw him, and then I'm going to add everything onto it and start doing different designs for each stage. And from there, because I'm doing that in between with research, I will start making a 3D model of the bloke and start adding stuff to him each time. Something I will have to look into is how to use a skeleton for Cinema 4D when animating. As in, imagine a stick figure in the bones, in the place of the bones for a man. So the man's slightly invisible, he's got like an outline, and you see this regular stick figure. That would be how it would work. I would have to turn bits and pieces, and yeah. Although, recently I have got Source Filmmaker onto my laptop, which is what a lot of Gmod looking animations are made. So you see Portal animations or Half-Life animations, parodies. I think one of my favourites was the Gmod Idiot Box series by I probably shouldn't say the name out loud because it does have a swear in it, and that's something that I don't want to risk saying just because I've been told, oh, don't swear in your vlog. So I just look up Gmod Idiot Box, and that's all you need to know. And that's a funny series, and that uses Source Filmmaker. So I could look into how I could use that, but I probably would get a lot more if I just designed my own characters and my own character and my own weaponry and technology designs for it, and be done with that and animate it like that. But that is what I plan to do. As for the holographic projection, I'm just going to post, I'm probably going to make a really short post on how to do holograms, and another few posts on research on different kinds of holograms, which will just be, here's some science fiction holograms, and here's some real life holograms, which will just be more of the same pyramid sort of shape. And that'll be it. As for the actual pyramids, I'm going to buy one of the ones that already have a stand attached, but I'm going to just choose the cheapest one because I don't have all the money in the world, and I don't think I'm prepared to try and make a good looking frame to hold a tablet on top of. So I'm going to completely ditch the monitor idea because it's just, I don't think I'm good enough with words to both make something that supports a whole Mac computer on top of this pyramid thing, which I'd have to make anyway, or make it look good enough. So something else I'm going to just keep an eye on is how am I going to present the actual holographic projection. Am I going to have something like tape or blueprint notes or a little keyboard to go with it? That's something I'm going to think about. But I'm going to buy one of those pyramids. I probably said this last time, but that's what I'm going to be doing as soon as I finish this recording. Find the cheapest holographic pyramids that has a frame for it and it's used for an iPad, and then buy it from Amazon or eBay. Don't know which, but that is my plan. Not much else I could add, so there's some reasons I haven't been uploading much. I'm still working on other projects, and yeah, that's about it. So, and I hope someone's glad about the new setup. It's a lot better. Well, it's not. It's a camera on top of a tripod. I don't have lights. That's it. That is a window. It's very bright.